Imagine a fire truck so massive it weighs more than 10 elephants combined, carries enough water to fill an entire swimming pool in seconds, and has not one but two engines producing over 1,400 horsepower. Now imagine that's not even the craziest one on this list. From a machine that shoots water 37 stories into the sky, to a Dubai-built monster that tips the scales at 54 tons and can pierce through the body of an airplane, these are the 10 biggest fire trucks you never knew existed, and they will absolutely blow your mind. Number 10. The E-ONE Titan HPR 8x8. Let's kick things off with a fire truck that was built for one very specific and terrifying job: rescuing people from burning aircraft. The E-ONE Titan HPR 8x8 is an aircraft rescue and firefighting vehicle, also known in the industry as an ARFF truck, and it is absolutely massive. Built by Emergency One, a company founded in 1974 in Ocala, Florida, the Titan HPR was designed from the ground up to handle the worst-case scenario at any airport in the world. We're talking about a fully loaded jumbo jet crash landing and bursting into flames. That's the kind of nightmare this truck was made for. So what makes it so special? Well, for starters, it's built on an 8x8 all-wheel drive chassis, meaning all 8 wheels are powered. That's critical because when a plane goes down, it doesn't always land neatly on the runway. It could end up in a grassy field, a ditch, or on rough terrain. The Titan HPR needs to get there fast, no matter what's in the way. Under the hood, this beast packs serious power. Depending on the variant, it can be equipped with engines ranging from a 665 horsepower Detroit Diesel Series 60 all the way up to a massive MTU V12 diesel, producing over 1,000 horsepower. The G-Series variant, which was developed through a contract with the Royal Netherlands Air Force and Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport for a combined order of 34 trucks, featured that incredible MTU V12 engine, producing 1,005 brake horsepower, paired with an Allison 6-speed automatic transmission. The firefighting capabilities are equally impressive. The Titan HPR carries a 3,000-gallon water tank, a 400-gallon foam cell, and a 500-pound dry chemical system. It's equipped with a 2,000-gallon per minute water pump, a roof-mounted turret, a bumper turret, and a snozzle, which is a high-reach extendable turret that can pierce through the fuselage of an aircraft and spray extinguishing agents directly inside the burning cabin. The snozzle extends up to 50 feet and has its own camera system so operators can see exactly where they're directing the water and foam. Overall, the truck stretches approximately 40 feet long, stands about 12.5 feet tall, and has a gross vehicle weight rating of 100,000 pounds. That's 50 tons. Let that sink in. Number 9, the Ziegler Z8. Coming in at number 9, we head over to Germany to meet the Ziegler Z8, an airport crash tender that has been protecting major international airports for over 5 decades. Albert Ziegler GmbH has been manufacturing airport rescue and firefighting vehicles since 1969, and their Z-Class series is one of the most respected lineups in the industry. The Z8 sits at the very top of that lineup. The Z8 is built on a custom-built Titan chassis with an 8x8 all-wheel drive configuration. It's powered by twin engines, in some configurations, 2 Scania DC-16 engines producing a combined output of 540 horsepower. Other variants use twin 480 kilowatt engines for a combined 960 kilowatts of power. Either way, this truck has enormous muscle. In terms of firefighting capacity, the Z8 can carry up to 14,000 liters of water, which is approximately 3,700 gallons, along with 1,680 liters of foam concentrate and 250 kilograms of dry chemical powder. Its fire pump can deliver up to 10,000 liters per minute at 10 bar of pressure. That's a staggering amount of firefighting agent being delivered in a very short time. One of the standout features of the Z8 is the Ziegler Z-Attack high-reach extendable turret, which can deliver 6,000 liters per minute in its stored position and 4,000 liters per minute when fully extended, with a water throw distance of up to 70 meters. That means this truck can attack a fire from a significant distance away. The vehicle dimensions are impressive too, approximately 13.3 meters long, 3 meters wide, and 3.9 meters tall, with a gross vehicle weight of 52 tons. The Z8 is currently in active service at major airports including Frankfurt Airport, where the fire brigade operates over 60 vehicles, and must reach a burning aircraft within just 3 minutes of an alarm. The Z8 also features advanced technology like infrared camera systems, a bird's-eye near-field camera system for maneuvering, tire pressure monitoring, and automatic chassis lubrication. It's the complete package for airport fire safety. Number 8. The Rosenbauer Panther 8x8. At number 8, we have one of the most iconic names in airport firefighting, the Rosenbauer Panther 8x8. If you've ever flown through a major international airport, there's a very good chance a Panther was standing by, ready to roll, the entire time you were on that runway. The Panther is manufactured by Rosenbauer, an Austrian company that has been in the firefighting business for over 140 years. They delivered the very first Panther in Switzerland in 1992, and since then, over 2,000 Panthers have been delivered to airports in more than 80 countries worldwide. The 2000th Panther was ceremonially put into service at Fort Lauderdale Airport in the United States in 2020. The Panther 8x8 is the largest and most powerful model in the lineup. It's equipped with engines producing up to 1,450 horsepower, can reach a maximum speed of 135 kilometers per hour, and carries up to 19,000 liters of extinguishing medium. That's roughly 5,000 gallons. Its pump output reaches a phenomenal 10,000 liters per minute, and it can accelerate from 0 to 80 kilometers per hour in less than 25 seconds. To put those numbers in perspective, this is a vehicle that weighs around 40 tons fully loaded, and yet it can still accelerate faster than many commercial vehicles that weigh a fraction of its mass. That's because in airport firefighting, every single second counts. Industry standards require ARFF vehicles to reach any point on the runway within 2 to 3 minutes. The Panther 8x8 is available with a high-reach extendable turret that extends up to 20 meters, complete with a piercing nozzle that can puncture aircraft fuselage and deliver agents directly inside. It also features a 360-degree thermal imaging camera system on the cab roof, electronic stability control, tire pressure monitoring, and the Rosenbauer bird view camera system that displays a top-down view of the vehicle and its surroundings. The 4th generation Panther was unveiled in 2021, featuring an updated cab design, fully integrated LED lighting, and enhanced pump performance. The Panther's cab is also crash-tested according to ECE R29-3 standards in real crash tests. One of the few ARFF vehicles in the world to undergo such rigorous safety testing for crew protection. The first 3 Panther 8x8 units ever produced were delivered to Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris, France, and the model has been a dominant force in airport firefighting ever since. Number 7, the Rosenbauer RT, revolutionary technology. At number 7, we're stepping into the future with a fire truck that rewrites every rule in the book. The Rosenbauer RT, short for Revolutionary Technology, is the world's first fully electric fire truck, built by Austrian manufacturer Rosenbauer, a company with over 150 years of firefighting heritage. The RT is powered by 2 electric motors, producing a combined 490 horsepower with a massive 50,000 Newton-meters of torque. But here's the game changer. Those motors are nearly silent. When this truck rolls up to a scene, firefighters can actually hear each other. No diesel roar at 3 a.m. waking up the neighborhood. The dimensions are unlike anything in its class, just 7.2 meters long and 2.9 meters tall, yet it carries up to 2,500 liters of water with a fully capable pump system. A pneumatic suspension drops the cabin floor to just 260 millimeters off the ground, so firefighters step in and out like stepping off a curb. The rear axle steers independently, giving it a turning circle of just 12.5 meters, tighter than trucks half its size. For longer operations, a diesel range extender kicks in so the truck never runs dry during an emergency. The Berlin Fire Department tested the RT for 13 months, completing nearly 1,400 missions, over 90% in purely electric mode. They were so impressed they ordered 5 more, creating the world's largest electric fire fleet. Additional units now serve in Los Angeles, Amsterdam, and Dubai. The RT weighs 18 tons and represents something far bigger than its physical size: the moment firefighting went electric. Number 6, the Oshkosh P-15. Now we step back in time to meet the granddaddy of all massive fire trucks, the Oshkosh P-15. This is the truck that earned the title of the world's biggest fire truck, and it held that distinction for decades. The Oshkosh P-15 was developed in the late 1970s specifically to fight aircraft fires on military bases. It entered service in 1977 and quickly became a legend in the firefighting world. Let's talk about the numbers because they are absolutely staggering. The P-15 measures approximately 45 feet long, 10 feet wide, and over 13 feet tall. That makes it more than 1.5 times the size of a standard American fire truck. Its unladen weight is 65 tons. That's 130,000 pounds of pure firefighting fury. Powering this behemoth are not one but two Detroit diesel V8 engines, each producing 495 horsepower for a combined output of 990 horsepower. These engines don't just move the truck, they also power two massive water pumps, one at each end of the vehicle. Each pump is rated at 1,250 gallons per minute, and they feed rotating turrets fitted with cannons that direct water wherever it's needed. But here's where it gets really crazy. The P-15 can carry up to 6,100 gallons of water, and when mixed with foam concentrate, it can discharge a mind-blowing 60,000 gallons of extinguishing foam in a single deployment. That is not a typo. 60,000 gallons. With water cannons at both the front and rear, the P-15 is essentially a firefighting tank. These gargantuan trucks served at military bases on both sides of the Atlantic. One P-15 remained in active service at an airport in Iceland well into the early 2000s, over 30 years after it first rolled off the assembly line. That's a testament to how well built these machines were. Today, most surviving P-15s can be found retired in scrap yards, but their legacy lives on as one of the most impressive fire trucks ever constructed. Number 5, the NAFFCO Falcon 8x8. At number 5, we travel to Dubai because, of course, when someone decides to build the world's largest fire truck in the modern era, it comes from the city that gave us the world's tallest building, the world's largest shopping mall, and artificial islands shaped like palm trees. The NAFFCO Falcon 8x8 was unveiled at the Dubai Intersect exhibition and immediately claimed the title of the world's largest fire truck. It was developed by National Firefighting Manufacturing, FZCO, better known as NAFFCO, right in their factory in Jebel Ali, Dubai. Looking at it, the Falcon 8x8 seems like something straight out of a science fiction movie. It's built on a custom 8x8 chassis with twin Volvo engines, each producing 700 horsepower. For a combined output of 1,400 horsepower, all mated to two Allison automatic transmissions. Despite weighing a staggering 54 tons, this fiberglass-bodied behemoth can accelerate from 0 to 80 kilometers per hour in under 25 seconds. The Falcon 8x8 is built to meet NFPA 414 and ICAO regulations for airport rescue and firefighting. It can carry up to 16,000 liters of water. That's over 4,200 gallons. Plus 1,920 liters of foam concentrate. Its fire pump can deliver up to 10,000 liters per minute at 10 bar of pressure. The cabin is a marvel of engineering in itself. It's built with a stainless steel tube roll cage integrated with glass-reinforced polyester, has an interior volume of 8 cubic meters, and can accommodate 1 driver and 5 firefighters. That's a crew of 6, which is significantly more than most ARFF vehicles carry. The firefighting arsenal includes a roof-mounted monitor that the co-pilot can operate from inside the cabin via the dashboard, a bumper turret that dispenses aqueous film-forming foam and dry chemical powder, fast-attack hose reels, side hand lines, under-truck protection nozzles, and even a cabin protection deluge system to keep the crew safe in extreme heat. The vehicle is also available with a 16-meter or 20-meter high-reach extendable turret with a piercing nozzle for penetrating aircraft fuselage. Since its founding in 1991, NAFFCO has grown to a global network spanning more than 100 countries with over 15,000 employees. In 2019 alone, they delivered 31 Falcon 6x6 ARFF vehicles to 30 airports across India, one of the largest single ARFF orders ever executed. Number 4, the Bronto Skylift F112 HLA. Now, most people think of fire trucks as vehicles that spray water and foam, but some of the biggest and most impressive fire trucks in the world don't carry a single drop of water in a tank. Instead, they reach for the sky, literally. The Bronto Skylift F112 HLA is the tallest truck-mounted aerial platform in the world, with a rescue height of 112 meters. That's 367 feet, the equivalent of a 37-story building. Built by Finnish manufacturer Bronto Skylift, a company that has been making articulating boom aerial platforms since the 1960s, the F112 HLA represents the absolute pinnacle of high-rise rescue technology. Bronto Skylift can trace its history all the way back to 1938 and is now a division of Marita Holdings Corporation. The HLA stands for High-Level Articulated, and the design uses two telescopic booms with 158 degrees of articulation between them. This allows the platform to not just go straight up, but to reach up and over obstacles, extending up to 80 feet horizontally across the top of a 16-story building. That's an ability that traditional turntable ladders simply cannot match. At the top, the platform has a maximum capacity of 1,100 pounds, which is enough for firefighters, equipment, and rescue victims. It's also equipped with a 1,000 per minute monitor at the platform, allowing it to deliver water at extreme heights. The platform can tip up or down to maintain a level floor and can rotate 60 degrees to either side for optimal positioning during rescues. One of the most impressive aspects of this machine is its speed. Using the automatic jacking function, the unit can be fully stabilized in just 40 seconds, and it can reach the height of 33 stories in minutes. However, all this capability comes at a cost, literally. The F112 HLA requires a specialized multi-axle chassis because even the lightest configuration has a gross vehicle weight exceeding 100,000 pounds, or 50 tons. These trucks are massive pieces of mobile infrastructure. More than 200 HLA units have been delivered around the world to major cities, including Bangkok, Brasilia, Buenos Aires, Cairo, Moscow, and Taipei. Bronto Skylift has delivered well over 100 aerial platforms with heights of 291 feet or above and more than 7,000 articulated aerials of all heights to customers worldwide. Number 3, the Pierce Volterra Electric Pumper. At number 3, we cross the Atlantic for North America's answer to electric firefighting, the Pierce Volterra. Built by Pierce Manufacturing in Wisconsin, a subsidiary of Oshkosh Corporation, the Volterra is the first electric fire truck to enter active service on American soil. It's built on Pierce's Enforcer custom chassis with seating for 6 firefighters and uses an Oshkosh patented parallel electric drivetrain. The system runs in full zero-emissions mode on battery power, then seamlessly switches to a backup diesel engine for extended operations. The driver doesn't feel a thing. The latest models pack a 246 kilowatt-hour battery, a pump delivering up to 2,000 gallons per minute, and a 500-gallon water tank. Stephen Davis called it the coolest fire truck in the world. His department's Station 8, the busiest in the city, tested the prototype for 18 months and reported flawless performance across hundreds of calls. The electric torque gives incredible acceleration. The cab is whisper quiet during response, and it drives identically to a traditional pumper. The Redmond Fire Department reported an all-electric range of 80 miles, triple their daily average, with rapid recharges taking as little as 15 minutes. Fire departments in Portland, Boulder, Gilbert, and others have since placed orders. But the biggest benefit doesn't show on a spec sheet. Firefighters face elevated cancer risks from diesel exhaust exposure. The Volterra eliminates that entirely during electric operation, protecting the health of the people who protect us. This isn't a concept, it's a production vehicle that proved American firefighting has officially entered the electric era. Number 2. The Oshkosh Striker 8x8 with Snozzle 65-foot Hertz latest generation. At number 2, we return to Oshkosh, but this time we're looking at the very latest generation of the Striker, the version that represents the absolute cutting edge of what an airport fire truck can do in 2026. The newest Oshkosh Striker 8x8 has been continuously refined and is described as the most capable ARFF vehicle ever built. It's custom engineered to deliver rapid response, reaching 50 miles per hour in less than 20 seconds, while meeting the latest US EPA and EU emission requirements. That acceleration figure is remarkable for a vehicle with a gross vehicle weight rating of 124,000 pounds. What sets the latest generation apart is the integration of technology that goes far beyond raw firefighting power. The Command Zone Advanced Electronics package provides easier troubleshooting and a better user interface. The cab features color-coded, logically grouped controls that allow firefighters to quickly and confidently identify which agent they're deploying during the chaos of an emergency. The available 65-foot Snozzle HRAT with piercing nozzle can penetrate aircraft fuselage and deliver agents directly inside a burning cabin, all while the truck is still rolling toward the aircraft. thanks to the Power Uniter pump and roll system. The bronze pump body offers corrosion resistance that extends the vehicle's service life dramatically. The Striker also features rear axle steering for a tighter turning radius, which is critical when maneuvering between parked aircraft, terminal buildings, and other obstacles on a busy airport tarmac. The TAK4 independent suspension provides up to 16 inches of wheel end travel, delivering superior all-terrain mobility. The Striker platform exceeds NFPA, ICAO, and EU standards simultaneously. It's a truly global vehicle designed to protect airports anywhere on Earth. The Striker Simulator Training System, one of the first virtual resources for training firefighters to extinguish aircraft fires, allows crews to practice on a laptop or in a fully immersive wraparound simulator. Number 1, the FDNY Super Pumper System. And at number 1, we go to New York City for the most legendary fire truck ever built, the FDNY Super Pumper. Designed by naval architect William Francis Gibbs, the man who designed 74% of the US Navy's World War II fleet, the Super Pumper was essentially a land-based fireboat. It was built by Mack Trucks and entered service in October 1965. The numbers are absolutely insane. Its DeLaval multi-stage centrifugal pump, powered by a Napier Deltic diesel engine, could move 8,800 gallons per minute at 350 psi. It could draw water from 8 hydrants simultaneously and pump over 10,000 gallons per minute at lower pressures. The Super Tender's monitor cannon could blast a water stream over 2 football fields long. The Super Pumper was part of a 5-truck system, the Pumper, a tender, and 3 satellite tenders that together could replace dozens of regular engines at a major fire. During one incident at a postal annex in 1967, it single-handedly supplied water to the tender, all 3 satellites, 2 tower ladders, and a portable manifold with multiple hand lines. Over its 17-year career, it responded to more than 2,200 calls across all 5 boroughs before retiring in April 1982. Today, the original Super Pumper sits in a museum in Bay City, Michigan, a reminder of the most powerful fire truck the world has ever known. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another video. Drop a comment below and let us know which one of these massive fire trucks impressed you the most. We'll see you in the next one.